Cats are wonderful companions, and many people think of them as family members. They bring joy, comfort, and entertainment into our lives. But just like people, cats can sometimes go through periods of sadness. While they do not experience depression in exactly the same way as humans, they can show signs of stress, unhappiness, or emotional struggle. The challenge is that cats are very good at hiding their feelings. In the wild, showing weakness could put them at risk of predators. Even though house cats no longer live in that environment, they still carry those instincts, which makes it difficult for owners to notice when something is wrong. There are many reasons why a cat might become depressed. One of the most common reasons is change. Cats love routine, and they feel secure when their world is predictable. A sudden move to a new home, the arrival of a new baby, or even rearranging furniture can make a cat feel unsettled. Losing a loved one, whether it is a human family member or another pet, can also cause grief and sadness in cats. Health problems can also play a role. A cat that is in pain or dealing with a long-term illness like arthritis may lose interest in daily activities. Boredom is another factor. If a cat does not have enough stimulation or playtime, it can start to feel down simply because its environment is not keeping it active or interested. One of the first signs that a cat may be depressed is a sudden change in behavior. A cat that was once friendly, playful, and affectionate might start hiding more often. Instead of greeting you at the door, your cat may retreat under the bed or avoid being touched. In some cases, the opposite may happen. A cat that was usually independent may suddenly become clingy, following you around the house and demanding constant attention. These changes in personality are important to pay attention to because they can signal that your cat's emotional state has shifted. Another sign of feline depression can be changes in grooming habits. Cats normally spend a great deal of time grooming themselves. This daily routine helps keep their fur clean, removes dirt and dead hair, and even provides comfort. When a cat is depressed, it may stop grooming itself altogether. This can cause the fur to become greasy, matted, or messy. On the other hand, some depressed cats may groom too much, licking or chewing themselves to the point of creating bald patches or irritated skin. Both of these behaviors are unusual and often signal that the cat is not feeling well emotionally. Low energy, also known as lethargy, is another common symptom. Cats are famous for sleeping a lot, sometimes up to 20 hours a day. But there is a difference between normal cat napping and depression. A depressed cat may not just sleep more, it may also lose interest in activities when it is awake. A cat that once loved chasing toys, scratching a post, or exploring the house may suddenly seem uninterested. The cat may appear out of it or withdrawn, showing little excitement for anything around them. This kind of lethargy is not typical in healthy cats and should not be ignored. Loss of appetite is also a warning sign. Most cats look forward to their meals and come running when food is served. If your cat suddenly stops eating or eats far less than usual, it could be a sign of depression. Sometimes this leads to noticeable weight loss. However, it is very important to remember that a lack of appetite can also mean a medical problem, such as dental pain or even more serious illnesses. For this reason, any sudden change in eating habits should be checked by a veterinarian. Finally, changes in vocalization can signal depression. Cats communicate through sounds, and each cat has its own style. Some are naturally quiet, while others are very talkative. If your cat's usual vocal patterns suddenly change, it may be a sign of emotional distress. A normally quiet cat might begin crying or yowling loudly, often at night or when left alone. A talkative cat might become unusually silent, no longer meowing or purring the way it used to. These changes in communication are often a way of expressing discomfort or unhappiness. If you suspect your cat is depressed, the first step is to visit the veterinarian. Because many of these symptoms overlap with medical issues, it is important to rule out physical illness first. Once your vet determines that the problem is emotional, you can focus on ways to help your cat feel better. Sometimes the solution is as simple as providing more stimulation. New toys, climbing trees, or regular play sessions can bring excitement back into your cat's life. Keeping routines consistent can also help your cat feel secure and calm. There are also products designed to help reduce stress in cats. Pheromone diffusers, such as Feliway, release scents that mimic natural cat signals and create a calming environment. In more serious cases, a veterinarian may suggest anti-anxiety or antidepressant medication. These treatments, when used together with environmental changes, can greatly improve a cat's quality of life. In the end, cats may not be able to tell us in words when they are unhappy, but they communicate through their actions. If your cat is less playful, hides more often, stops grooming, loses interest in food, or changes the way it vocalizes, it may be a sign of depression. The most important thing you can do is notice these changes and seek help. With patience, care, and the right support, most cats can recover from depression and return to their happy, curious selves. Cats bring so much love into our lives, and they deserve to feel safe, comfortable, and joyful in return.